What's up, everybody? This is your boy Pootah from PootahTV.com. Happy holidays from my family to yours. Great music just came out. Dave East just dropped a project today on his Black Friday. Fabulous. Jadakiss just dropped, finally, Freddy vs. Jason that we've been waiting for like 10 years. And suddenly on Black Friday, we wake up to a Mase diss track. Now, Mase has been out of the scene. Hasn't been really doing much. He's been battling between if he wanted to be a rapper and also a pastor to the rapper. So he's been going back and forth with that, for some time now. Now, today he dropped a diss track called The Oracle, and people was surprised because they thought Mase wasn't going to be on this type of level or be on this type of animosity. And also Cameron and him have, from Harlem. They grew up together, and everybody thought it was cool. I mean, they had some turmoil at some point, but hey, it is what it is. Now, Cameron just dropped, a mixtape last week, and one of the tracks that he recorded, he basically said that, Mase was messing with somebody's girl. He called Cameron to save him. And, to get him out of the situation because apparently, allegedly, I'm going to say that, it was life and death. So Cameron came and saved him because had he not saved him, it probably wouldn't have been no Mase today. And in exchange for saving him, Mase gave Cameron $100. Now, come on now, I don't know what time period it is, but I'm assuming that people was getting money back then. Only $100, Cam. Mase, I'm sorry. Only $100, Mase. You was at the top of your world back then. Flashy videos with Puffy and, all of this other stuff. And only $100, you could have done better than that, bro. But anyhow, so today he dropped a diss track. And he said some, pretty crazy things in the track. Now, I'm going to read you some of these quotable lines that I found. And it was kind of interesting. But before we get into that, a lot of people didn't know that they was really tight. Mase and Cameron used to write together, do music together. And they also was, like in a rap group together, before Dipset, before everything, and a lot of people, you should find this information out because back in March, I want to say, Cameron did a whole Instagram live video, and it was 500,000 people in the video. So he was coming after Jim Jones in that video, but he did go a little bit and start talking about Mase and things of that sort. So what happened was Mase didn't have no interest in rapping. He was a ball player, fly boy, so to speak. Now, he told Mase and persuaded him to start rapping and, getting his raps together and, coaching him to go harder and, things of that sort. So finally Mase takes off. Signs with Puffy. Excuse me. He signed with Puffy, and then, he's beginning to do Harlem's World. That's his debut album. Now, Horse and Carriages. Cameron, say, hey, man, I want, you to, look out, because I looked out for you in the past, and as you should. And say, hey, man, I want you to be in my video, man. It's going to be popping. You can help me out. We boys. Mase charges Cameron $40,000 for the Horses and Carriage video shoot. Why would you charge your friend $40,000 if y'all boys and, just like the line where he saved you, from possibly getting killed because, guys are crazy when it comes to their women. Why would you charge $40,000 for a man that help you out and, help you out with your career? So that's where everything started going turmoil. It started going downhill because, hey, he didn't think that was loyal. But I brought these lyrics up. Shout out to hiphopoverload.com. We're going to read it right quick. So one of the lines says, you robbed JUELZ on some Diddy shh. Then when Jim started balling, you get back on some sissy shh. It said, Coochie in wearing pink. I guess he thinks he matching. I'ma paint the picture. Let the hitters make the caption. One thing that he said that, you know, he was messing around with the king of hip hop, the king of rap, the king of New York's girl. And a lot of people started to think that it was Beyonce. You know, people have speculations of other people, but, you know, allegedly from sources, it comes to find out that he was sleeping with Little Kim, and there's pictures of, you know, the couple, you know, of the two, you know, just chilling, hanging out, laughing, smiling, you know, or whatever. If that is true, that is corny on Mase's behalf, because you shouldn't be, you know, speaking of the dead and talking about other people's, you know, girls, you know, now that you're dead, you know. And another thing, what I have a problem, and a lot of people have a problem with this, Mase, you got to decide, you want to be a rapper, you want to be, you know, a pastor, you want to change lives with the Lord, or you want to change lives in the street? Because, you know, it's like water and it's like oil, you know, these things don't mix, you know, you can't just mix these things all together. You know, if you're a pastor, you shouldn't be cursing. You shouldn't be, you know, talking vulgar or talking tough or aggressive. You know, you should be trying to uplift. You're, you know, hypocritical, you know, and I'm going to call you hypocritical Harley, you know, for, you know, going back and forth. You know, you shouldn't be contradictive, you know, as far as your message. Because on Sundays, you preaching the Lord, but on Monday through Saturday from, you know, 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m., you're preaching, you're talking tough. And, you know, it's kind of hard to believe because you're a playboy. You're not involved in the streets, but come on now. So, end result, Cameron posted a picture today on Instagram stating that was cute, that what he did. Now it's time to go at him. Now, if you know Cameron is one of the pettiest of them all in hip-hop. What's next to come? This track, I want another IG live story, because I want them to break this whole relationship down, because it seemed like some stuff has been left off camera that need to be left on camera. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Comment right now on my YouTube, PootahTV. Also, subscribe, like, share. Hey, dislike it, call me what? Hey, it's your business. Just show me a little love. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Subscribe to me. Y'all follow me on Instagram, official Pootah. My Twitter, official Pootah. My Snapchat, Pootah. And also check out PootahTV.com right now. In the meantime, between time, see you when I see you. Peace.